From unit number 4, we can write either a 7th question or 8th question. 7th question A bit, determine the analytic function f of z equals to u plus iv, where u is real part of the function, v is imaginary part of the function, such that u minus v equals to e power x times of cosine y minus sin y. Our objective is to determine this analytic function f of z only when the difference of u and v given in terms of two variables x and y. For this, first we have to write the analytic function f of z equals to u plus iv. But here we are given that u minus v. To get u minus v, multiply with the imaginary unit I to this function. We have I times of f of z equals to iu plus I square v. I square is negative 1. Therefore, we have I times of f of z equals to iu negative v. Adding these two functions, on left hand side we have 1 plus I times of f of z, that equals to the real part is u minus v plus imaginary part is u plus v. Let us assume that 1 plus I times of f of z is capital F of z and u minus v equals to capital U. U plus v is equal to capital V. Therefore, this resultant function is in the form of f of z equals to u plus iv. Since f of z is analytic function, 1 plus I times of f of z is also analytic function. Here we are given that u minus v, capital U, e power x times of cosine y minus sin y. It is a real part of the function capital F of z. We need to find an analytic function f of z based on this u minus v. First, we consider the first order partial derivatives to this function u. Dou u by dou x equals to e power x times of cosine y minus sin y. When we made differentiation to u with respect to x partially, y terms treat them as a constants. Similarly, dou u by dou y equals to e power x treated constant, cosine y derivative negative sin y minus sin y derivative cosine y. Only these two partial derivatives are known. We consider first derivative to this function partially with respect to x. We have f dash of z equals to dou u by dou x plus I times of dou v by dou x. But we know only dou u by dou x and dou u by dou y. But here we have dou v by dou x. Dou v by dou x is now directly replaced with one of the Cauchy-Riemann equations. Dou u by dou x is already known. We have never changed dou u by dou x, but dou v by dou x equals to negative dou u by dou y. F dash of z is dou u by dou x minus I times of dou u by dou y. F dash of z dou u by dou x minus I dou u by dou y. Dou u by dou x whose value e power x times of cosine y minus sin y minus I times of dou u by dou y, its value e power x times of negative sin y negative cosine y. it has a multi-signs. Simplify this imaginary part of the function. It became plus I times of e power x sin y plus cosine y. We have negative 1 times of, let us take common negative 1 from these two terms, we have positive 1 only. To get capital F of z, we can apply Milley-Thomson method. Milley-Thomson states that wherever we have the variable x, x is replaced with the variable z, y is now replaced with the constant 0. F dash of z equals to, in all places of x, we have written z. In all places of y, we have substituted 0, e power z times of cosine 0 minus sine 0 plus I times e power z sine 0 plus cosine 0. We know that cosine 0 value 1, sine 0 value 0. 1 minus 0, 1, e power z into 1, e power z plus I times of sine 0 value 0, cosine 0 its value 1, 0 plus 1, 1, e power z into 1, e power z. The post common factor e power z, 1 plus I times of e power z is the result of f dash of z. It is a function in terms of the variable z, integrating on both sides of this result. Integral f dash of z dz, only f of z, that equals to 1 plus I constant integral e power z dz. On right hand side, one arbitrary constant added on to this result. We have f of z equals to 1 plus I times of e power z, its integration e power z plus c. We know that capital F of z equals to 1 plus I times of f of z. To get this f of z, already we have f of z whose result 1 plus I times of e power z plus c. Just f of z is replaced with 1 plus I times of f of z. To get f of z, divide with 1 plus I throughout this equation. F of z equals to 1 plus I by 1 plus I, 1 into e power z plus c by 1 plus I. F of z equals to e power z, it is a exclusively one constant and it is represented with the c dash, where c dash equal to c by 1 plus I. Hence, our required analytic function when u minus v is given is f of z equals to e power z plus constant. We are going to discuss the 7th question B bit using Cauchy-Riemann conditions in polar coordinates. Then show that f of z equal to log z where z not equal to 0 is analytic everywhere except the point z equal to 0. We have to show that log z is analytic using Cauchy-Riemann conditions in the polar coordinates. We need to know that z equals to r e power I theta. We are given that f of z equals to log z. Now z is replaced with r e power I theta. The real and imaginary part to the function f of z, u plus iv equals to log of r e power I theta. We know that log ab equals to log a plus log b, that equals to log r plus log e power I theta, only I theta. U plus iv equals to log r plus I theta. It is well defined for comparing the real and imaginary parts. By comparison, we have the real part u equals to log r, imaginary part v equal to theta only. Using Cauchy-Riemann conditions in polar coordinates, the learner will be able to identify Cauchy-Riemann conditions. Just we recall Cauchy-Riemann conditions. Dou u by dou r equals to 1 by r, dou v by dou theta, and dou u by dou theta equal to negative r dou y by dou r. These are only Cauchy-Riemann conditions in polar coordinates. We need to know the first order partial derivatives dou u by dou r, dou v by dou theta, dou u by dou theta, dou v by dou r. Consider dou u by dou r. U is dependent on r. Dou u by dou r equals to 1 by r. Dou u by dou theta. U doesn't depend on theta. Dou u by dou theta equal to 0 since log r is treated constant. Dou v by dou r. V doesn't depend on r. Theta is treated constant. Dou v by dou r becomes 0. Dou v by dou theta. V is dependent on theta. The partial derivative to v with respect to theta is 1. We have obtained 4 first order partial derivatives to u and v. Let us verify these conditions satisfied or not. Dou u by dou r is 1 by r. When we multiply with 1 by r to this equation, 1 by r dou v by dou theta equal to 1 by r, therefore the first condition is satisfied. Similarly, dou u by dou theta equal to 0, when we multiply with negative r to this equation, again we will get 0 valued. Therefore, dou u by dou theta equals to negative r dou v by dou r. Both conditions of Cauchy-Riemann equation satisfied, but we came to know that dou u by dou r equals to 1 by r. But 1 by r is not continuous at the point r equal to 0. R equal to 0 means the radius is 0. That means z equal to 0. Hence, log z is analytic everywhere except at the origin z equal to 0. Now we are going to discuss 7th question C bit. Make use of Cauchy-Riemann equations, then show that f of z equals to 2xy plus I times of x square negative y square is not analytic. We have to show that this function is not analytic by using Cauchy-Riemann conditions. Basically, we need to know that the Cauchy-Riemann conditions in the Cartesian coordinates. We are given that the function f of z equals to 2xy plus I times of x square negative y square. We need to know the real and imaginary parts to the function f of z. The real and imaginary part to the function f of z, u plus iv equals to 2xy plus I times of x square negative y square. To get u and v by comparison, u equals to 2xy, v equals to x square minus y square. We have identified the real and imaginary parts. What are the Cauchy-Riemann equations? Dou u by dou x equals to dou v by dou y. Dou u by dou y equals to negative dou v by dou x. In order to consider the first order partial derivatives to the functions u and v with respect to x and y. Dou u by dou x 2y, dou u by dou y 2x, dou v by dou x 2x, dou v by dou y negative 2y. Since When we have considered the first order partial derivatives to both u and v with respect to x and y, when we made differentiation to one function with respect to x, other variable treated as a constant, proceed in this way for 4 first order partial derivatives. Dou u by dou x 2y, dou v by dou y negative 2y, these two not equals, therefore dou u by dou x not equal to dou v by dou y. Dou u by dou y 2x and dou v by dou x equal to 2x, dou u by dou y equal to 2x, but it is not equals to dou u by dou y to the negative dou v by dou x. Therefore, two conditions of the Cauchy-Riemann equations are not satisfied. Hence, we came to conclude that the given function f of z is not analytic. We can write either as 7th question or 8th question from unit number 4. 8th question a bit. Show that the complex function f of z is not analytic at the point z equal to 0, but CR equations are satisfied at the origin, where f of z xy square times of x plus iy by x square plus y power 4 if z not equal to 0. The function value 0 only when z equal to 0. Our objective is to show that f of z is not analytic at the point z equal to 0 means this function is not differentiable at the point z equal to 0. We know that f dash of z at the point z equal to 0 is limit z tend to 0 f of z minus f of 0 by z minus 0. We consider this function f of z minus f of 0 by z minus 0, that equals to f of z. F of 0 value is only 0 by z minus 0 is z. F of z when z not equal to 0 was mentioned, xy square x plus iy by x square plus y power 4, we have z x plus iy. X plus iy cancelled, we have xy square by x square plus y power 4. To get the limit of this particular function, we have infinitely many directions. Why? Because it is a complex function. First, we consider along the path x approaches 0, then y approaches 0, then y approaches 0, then x approaches 0. Along another paths, generalized paths, y equals to mx are based on this function nature. Let us consider limit of this function along the path x tend to 0, then y tend to 0. Basically, x is now replaced with 0, 0 times of y square, that is 0 presented in the numerator, 0 square plus y power 4. 0 by y power 4 is 0 only. So 0 is a constant function, therefore the limit to this function value is 0. That means f dash of 0 is equal to 0 along in this particular direction. Again, we consider limit to this function along the path y tend to 0. When y is replaced with 0, 0 occur in the numerator, 0 by x square plus 0 power 4, 0 by x square, that equal to 0. F dash of 0 along the direction y tend to 0, then x tend to 0 is also 0 valued. So in these two directions, f dash of 0 same value, but we consider along the path y equal to mx, where m is parameter, it is a generalized path. Limit z tend to 0 f of z minus f of 0 by z minus 0. Already we considered the function. Instead of y, we directly replace with mx, y square became m square x square, y power 4 became m power 4 x power 4. Now we will write this function. X square is common factor from both the numerator and denominator. After simplification, we have obtained m square x by 1 plus m power 4. When x is replaced with 0, this function value 0. Here also f dash of 0 value 0. But you can see here in the denominator, it is a second degree, it is a fourth degree. To make fourth degree, let us assume that x equal to my square. We consider the limit to this particular function along the path x equal to my square. Now we have considered along the path x equal to my square limit to this function when z approaches 0. We have xy square by x square plus y power 4. X is replaced with my square, x square will be m square y power 4. Let us take common y power 4 from both the numerator denominator. Y power 4 cancelled. We have m by m square plus 1. Limit of this function depend on the parameter m. So we have infinitely many values to the parameter m. Why? Because we can assign m is equal to 1, we will get x equal to y square. When m is equal to 2, x equal to 2y square. When m is equal to 100, x equal to 100y square. When x is equal to 1000 y square, based on m is equal to 1000. So we have infinitely many paths in this generalized one. So this is not equal to 0. Since the limit value depend on the parameter m, it takes different values along different paths. Just we have discussed about the different paths. Therefore, the limit doesn't exist. Hence, the complex function f of z is not differentiable at the point z equal to 0. Thus, f of z is not analytic at the point z equal to 0. We have seen how we can say f of z is not analytic. This function is not differentiable at the point z equal to 0. You can remember that for the complex valued function, we need to show that the function is not differentiable at the point z equal to 0 means you consider along all directions at least the limit of the function doesn't exist along one such direction. But we shall verify Cauchy-Riemann conditions satisfied at the origin. Let f of z equals to u plus iv xy square xy square times of x plus iy by x square plus y power 4. Here we have the real part and imaginary part. Real part is x into x square, y square by x square plus y power 4. Imaginary part x y square into y cube by x square plus y power 4. This is only the real and imaginary parts for z not equal to 0. We have u00 equal to 0, v00 equal to 0 because f of z u plus iv that equal to 0, only z equal to 0. Thus we have written these conditions. Consider the first order partial derivative to u at the origin 0, whose definition limit extend to 0 ux0 minus u00 by x. It is only the first order partial derivative to u with respect to x at the origin. ux0 means only the real part, that is x square y square by x square plus y power 4. So 0 minus 0 by x, that equal to 0 only. Dou u by dou y equals to limit y tend to 0 u0y minus u00 by y. u0y, that is only x square y square by x square plus y power 4. It will be given 0 minus 0 by y, that equal to 0 only. dou u by dou x equals to limit x tend to 0 vx0 minus v00 by x. Vx0 is the second part, that is x y cube by x square plus y power 4. When y is replaced with 0, it will be 0, 0 minus 0 by x, that equal to 0. Similarly, dou v by dou y, limit y tend to 0, v0 y minus v00 by y, that equal to 0 minus 0 by y, its value 0. Cauchy-Riemann conditions, dou u by dou x equals to dou u by dou y, dou u by dou y equal to negative dou u by dou x. Here, which implies that ux equal to vy, uy equal to negative vx. Cauchy-Riemann conditions are satisfied at the origin. Hence, f of z is not analytic at the origin, but Cauchy-Riemann conditions are satisfied at the origin. We will see 8th question B bit, show that u equals to half times of log of x square plus y square is harmonic. In order to show that this function satisfies Laplace equation. Here we are given that u equals to half log of x square plus y square. We know that the Laplace equation dou square u by dou x square plus dou square u by dou y square is equal to 0. When this equation satisfied by u, we came to conclude that u is harmonic. Consider first order partial derivative. 1 by 2 constant log x square plus y square consists the variable x, its derivative 1 by x square plus y square, inner function x square plus y square, its inner derivative 2x with respect to x. After simplification, 2 cancelled, x by x square plus y square is obtained. Let us consider dou square u by dou x square, that is a second order partial derivative to u with respect to x. Both the numerator denominator contains the variable x according to u by v, vu dash minus uv dash by v square, dou square u by dou x square, v u dash means x derivative with respect to x minus u v dash means x square plus y square derivative with respect to x by v square x square plus y square whole square. Simplify this, we have y square minus x square by x square plus y square whole square is obtained. Dou u by dou y. Similarly, 1 by 2, its derivative 1 by x square plus y square, inner function x square plus y square, its inner derivative with respect to y 2y, that is y by x square plus y square. 2 cancelled out by the cancellation loss. Dou square u by dou y square is to be determined, u by v whole dash, v u dash minus u v dash by v square, that is x square minus y square by x square plus y square whole square. Adding these two second order partial derivatives, we have the first member and the second member, denominators same, numerators will be added, y square negative y square 0, negative x square positive x square 0, 0 occur in the numerator, 0 by any non-zero value 0, it satisfies Laplace equation. U satisfies the Laplace equation, hence u is a harmonic function. Next question, 8th question C bit, make use of Millet-Thomson method, then find analytic function f of z only whose real part is given, where u x cube negative 3xy. Our objective is to find analytic function only when real part is given by using Millet-Thomson method. Here we are given that the function u. Consider dou u by dou x. Why? Because to get analytic function f of z, we need to find the first order partial derivatives dou u by dou x and dou u by dou y. Dou u by dou x 3x square negative 3y, dou u by dou y x cube, it is a constant derivative with respect to y, 0, negative, 3x constant, y derivative with respect to y is 1. So all of us familiar with the partial derivatives. When we made differentiation to one particular function with respect to one variable, other variables treat them as a constants. So f of z u plus iv is to be constructed. Take a differentiation to this function partially with respect to x. F dash of z equals to dou u by dou x plus I times of dou v by dou x. But we know dou u by dou x, dou u by dou y, but dou v by dou x is unknown. By using CR equations, here dou v by dou x equals to negative dou u by dou y. So dou v by dou x is replaced with negative dou u by dou y. Dou u by dou x is known quantity, dou u by dou y also known quantity. Express dou u by dou x, 3x square negative 3y minus I times of dou u by dou y negative 3x. Our application is Milley-Thomson method. What is Milley-Thomson method? Basically simplify this expression in terms of x and y. 3x square negative 3y plus 3ix. Milley-Thomson method means wherever we have the variable x is replaced with z and the variable y is substituted with 0. We can apply Milley-Thomson method putting x equal to z, y equal to 0. Just we have discussed about it. F dash of z equals to 3x is replaced with z, 3z square, y replaced with 0, it is 0, plus 3i, x is replaced with z, 3iz. We need to find analytic function f of z. It is a f dash of z. Integrating on both sides with respect to z. On left hand side we have f of z that equals to integral 3z square plus 3iz dz. 3z square, its integration with respect to z, z cube plus I times 3z integration 3z square by 2, one integral constant added on right hand side, which is the required analytic function only when real part is given by using Milley-Thomson method. So just you recall Milley-Thomson method, nothing but you have to differentiate this analytic function with respect to x and replace dou v by dou x with negative dou u by dou y by Cauchy-Riemann conditions, and putting x is equal to z and y is equal to 0 in the proper places of x and y and integrate it, we get the analytic function.